39 years ago today, I won the lottery of birth. I was born into a family in the developed world where I had all of my food, shelter, water, love, and well-being and education provided for me. I also lived in a family that taught me the values of caring for others that were less fortunate than me. And when I was 15 years of age, my parents adopted my sister from an orphanage in Fiji, and we lived and extolled these values on a daily basis. And on my 39th birthday, I realized that we're living in a time now with such extremes where we have extremely disparate wealth around the world, and we have so many issues created by coronavirus and lockdowns and governments that are forcing us into situations that are not really supporting overall health and shutting down economies as well. For the last 15 years, myself and my life partner, soul partner, Laurentine, have been working to help liberate people from pain and suffering, teaching them about the values of nutrition and natural medicine and natural therapies. These are cheap, safe, and effective processes for helping prevent and reverse some of the most chronic conditions of our time, like cancer and heart disease and diabetes, and yet we have a medical system which is built upon profiting off illness and is focused less on patient outcomes and more on increasing shareholder value. And we see the problems with ethics like this globally in a time where we've become addicted to materialism and self-gain and really creating more of a separation and disconnection from not only Mother Earth, but from our roots and where we come from. And recently I had the opportunity to interview the late Sir Ken Robinson. He had one of the most watched TED Talks of all time. And he recently passed away, but he taught me and he taught many people about the value of creativity. And in the last 15 years, I've been embracing my creative streak with creating films like Food Matters and Hungry for Change and Transcendence Season 1 and 2, and building a streaming TV network which merged recently with Gaia to create the largest transformational streaming network in the world to help sort of liberate and elevate human consciousness so that we can become more free and sovereign individuals. And it's this type of creativity that he believes we need more of as we progress as a human species. And unfortunately, our education system is not really geared towards creativity. Things like art or music or self-expression or gardening or cooking, these are low on the list, and most often parents are too busy to even teach their children these skills. And so Laurentine has a vision for creating a school in a community where we're living right now. So we're living in a country called Vanuatu. It has a population of about 300,000 people spread across 86 different islands in the Pacific Ocean, which lies between Fiji and Australia. And for the most part, the Ni Vanuatu people live a subsistence lifestyle, living off the land, and they're supremely connected to their community, to their food, and to their culture. And it's an amazing country to live in, and I feel so honored to be connected with these people and learning from them every day. One of the challenges that this community is facing right now, and the purpose for this video and for my wish for my birthday this year, is to create a school which will provide free creative education to children, because the education system here is also extolling the values of the West, which is like reading, writing, and arithmetic, and pushing people into jobs and careers that only serve the functions of corporations and increasing shareholder value, which is not really going to solve the biggest problems of our time, which are problems of environmental issues, issues with female rights, and also issues with human rights and black rights and animal rights, and also abuse in the household. So solving these problems is really something that comes out of learning to harness creativity and using creativity to come up with creative solutions. So we want to provide and build a school to help provide children with access to creative learning capabilities to help build the leaders of the future. It's a small project in a village called Pengo, which is close to where we live here in Vanuatu. And we anticipate that the setup costs for this are going to be about $35,000 US. And Laurentine and I are going to fund $30,000, and we'd love to raise during my birthday and through to the end of the year an additional $5,000 US to support this campaign. Our stretch goal would be $50,000 US. This will go towards building the school campus, which is going to be a small building and some small outhouse buildings, stocking it with equipment, art equipment, teaching children how to save seeds, how to plant and grow a garden, teaching children how to do nature art, teaching children about environmental issues and showing films and free screenings there, teaching children about music and creativity, and employing local artisans to run those classes, and any profits from children paying for the classes will go to support opening the school free of charge to the village and to the community in the afternoons for free after-school creative care for these kids. So it's a twofold benefit, and we believe we've got a sustainable model once we've done the setup costs, and I'd love to potentially take this model to scale around the world, but I often get into a trap of wanting to scale everything, so I'm going to start small and do one. So last year we did a project where we helped rebuild a village in the Solomon Islands. The year before that we did a project here in Vanuatu with my house ladies village and community, helping them renovate their house and paint their house and bring some supplies and materials over for them. But this year it's about the school. So for my birthday and through to the end of the year, I'd love if you wanted to contribute and help contribute to this project. It will be run through our Food Matters Foundation, which is a non-profit group we have set up in Australia in combination with a local entity here in Vanuatu. Like I said, $35,000 US would be our minimum cost to set up and start the school and have it running and self-sustainable for the next few years. Laurentine and I will be putting in $30,000 US. We'd love to raise an extra 5. And if we can stretch that out to $50,000 US, that would be amazing. We'll be able to do more renovations and development to the land in that area to bring more people in to the Nakamal, the local meeting areas in the evening, and to help show more people the school and provide more materials and equipment for the kids of this community that can really help, not only from here, but anywhere in the world, help solve these problems. We'd love for this to be a model that could roll out to other countries that are in the developing world and have less access to creative education. So thank you for listening to this video. Thank you for either supporting our work with Food Matters and our films over the past few years, or just knowing me as a friend. And I'd love if you could help support us with this campaign for 2020 to build a nature school in Vanuatu, in Pango. Thank you. Have an awesome day. And there should be a link or some information under this video. Ciao for now.